Just put, got it?
Yeah.
All right.
I still gotta do one more.
Can you see DaVinzio?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Trent DaVinzio?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. My name is Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge. We're sitting in probate matters today on case number PR-10011. And this is the estate of Thomas William Woods, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Is this your client here that's going to be testifying today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, would you state your name for the court, please?
My name's Teresa Ann Mullins.
Okay. Miss Mullins, would you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. DaVinzio, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for court this morning?
We are ready.
All right. Well, you may move forward on your case this morning. And now, am I correct that this is the order admitting will to probate and granting letters of testimony?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're here for today? Okay. All right. You can move forward. Thank you.
Judge, I have not had the pleasure of appearing before you. Would you like confirmation that the proof of death and other facts is true, or would you prefer testimony from the witness?
What I prefer to come in from the witness. You just ask questions and go through if you would do that for me.
Will do.
All right.
All right, ma'am. We have here the last will and testament of Thomas William Woods. It is dated August 6th of 2019.
Yes, sir.
And can you confirm for the court that that is his signature?
That is my father's signature.
Ma'am, it's my understanding that Mr. Woods passed away on July 20th, 23 in Woodville.
Yes, sir.
And he was 87 and residing in Tyler, Texas at the time.
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge, the will that we've looked at, he never revoked it, is that correct?
Yes.
And there were no children born to or adopted by Mr. Woods after the execution of the will.
No.
At the time that he signed the will, he was of sound mind and over the age of 18.
Yes.
And he had no marriages that ended after the date of that divorce.
Correct.
And it's certainly 4 years have not passed since the date that he's passed and when this application was filed.
Yes.
It's my understanding that neither the state of Texas nor any charity.
Did I answer that one wrong?
You did. The state of Texas nor any charities are a part of this will as heirs. Okay. And at the time that he passed, he had property that's valued in excess of $50,000.
Yes, sir.
And as we've talked about, we need to move title to that property. And for that reason, that's why we're going through this probate process. Is that correct?
Correct.
It's my understanding that the will identified you as the executor of the will.
Yes.
And you are willing to serve.
Yes.
And you have not been convicted of a felony. Is that correct?
No.
Judge, I have no further questions.
Okay. And I might have missed it when you said it. On the signature of the will, you do recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Is your father's signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Court don't have any other questions at this time. Did you have anything else on this?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. We will move forward to put Miss Teresa Ann Mullins as the executor of the will. And we will accept this application to probate this will. And for the letters of testimony, how many letters do you need today?
5, please.
5. Okay.
once I get, the proof and the oath, e-file to me, I'll prepare those letters and mail them to your office.
Sounds good.
All right. Do you have anything else for the court today?
Have a great day.
All right, y'all have a blessed day and Miss Teresa, may God bless you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. What is today's date?
November the first.
Oh, November the 1st. Good night.
Deer season starts Saturday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh? Yeah.
Snodgrass is in the waiting.
Huh?
Snodgrass.
That's right.
So good. Is he in the waiting room? Is Brad in the waiting room too? Okay, well, we gotta wait on Brad. You wanna mute that until we can wait on Brad? Cause it.
The second one, I think, uh. Some of the people will be on Zoom, some of the people will be here in person, is my understanding.
Right. But you got four of them, so.
Because there's some witnesses, I think, in the next one. But the last two will be wholly in person.
So it's not granting.
All right, is he on there? Is he video? Is the audio on?
I'm here.
All right, there we go. All right. You're Mr. Jerry Lee, Snodgrass?
Yes, sir.
All right. My name is Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge. We're sitting in probate matters today. I have your attorney sitting right beside me here, and you can see him there. This is case number, we call case number PR-10022. This is just an order probating the will and authorizing letters of testimony. Mr. Snodgrass, would you raise your right hand for me, please? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Elrod, if you are ready, you can proceed with your case.
Okay, Mr. Snodgrass, we're here to administer the estate of your father, Larry Lee Snodgrass, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it true that he died, September 13th of this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At the time of his death, he was a resident of Tyler County.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, your father did have a will when he passed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we have submitted that will to the court. Were you able to review that? Did you view that will?
Most of it, I think I read.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a copy of the judge actually has the original here.
Can you see your dad's signature there?
Yes, sir.
Is that your dad's signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
He
Thank you, Judge.
towards after later years, his signature changed a little bit because he had some damage to his thumb, but that's his.
Okay.
Okay. But you recognize that to be his signature, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was he married at the time of his death?
No, sir.
Okay. After creating the will, did he get married?
No, sir.
Okay. So was he divorced prior to creating the will?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Were any children born or adopted by him after he created the will?
No, sir.
Okay. But we're here today because there is a need to administer the estate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in the will, there's no charity or state agency or anything like that named as a beneficiary.
No, sir. Not that I know of.
Okay. Now, you were named as the executor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has any court ever deemed you to be incompetent in handling your affairs?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude?
No, sir.
Okay. So there's no reason that you're aware of in that you can't serve in that role as the executor.
No, sir. Not that I know of.
Okay. But you are asking the court to admit the will and issue letters testamentary so you can deal on behalf of the estate. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all we have, Judge.
All right. What is this court's finding on that Mr. Jerry Lee Snodgrass, according to the will, is the executor of the will, and we do order this will to probate, and we will authorize letters of testimony at this time. How many letters do you need?
Mr. Snodgrass, so they're going to issue letters testimony today. So each entity that you may have to deal with on behalf of the estate may need one of these. So I don't know how many you think you may need. I usually suggest getting about 5. They're only, what is it, till $2 a piece? $2 a piece. So, and you can always get more later if you needed. And
That sounds good. That's what I did with the death certificates, and it seemed to work out.
Okay, all right, so we'll get 5.
Once we receive the proof and oath, I'll
Okay.
release those.
Okay, sure thing. And we're gonna get some documents sent to you that we need you to sign.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions for the court at this time?
No, sir.
All right, well, just let you know that you're in our prayers and may God bless you.
Thank you. I lost
Yes,
my
sir.
wife 4 days after.
I'm sorry.
I lost my wife 4 days after I lost my dad. That's why
Oh,
I'm
my
here. And
goodness.
that's why I can't be there right now because I'm still dealing with her stuff too. So
Well, Mr. Snodgrass, we are definitely praying for you and your family. May God bless you.
thank you very much.
Yes, sir. All right,
Thank you, Jake.
thank you. Well, that's a tough thing. Yeah, the other ones are not supposed to be here till 9:45 anyway, so,
Great, yeah.
yeah, we'll get ahead of schedule.
I just get better and better, just.
We'll roll. That's why I like them being in person.
Can you just do a blanket, where you can,
Good.
yeah, and then everybody shows them.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wilkie Key.
How are you?
Good.
How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm good.
Good.
Mr. Woods, how are you?
Good to see you.
How are you, Mr. Wood? You doing all right?
Yeah,
Good. You ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right, my name is Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge. We're sitting in probate matters today in Tyler County Court. Case number PR 10020 in the estate of Elma Sue Scott Wood. All right, Mr. Elrod, is all your witnesses here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If all your witnesses would please stand. Would you please stand and raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, you may be seated. All right, you may move forward with your case, Mr. Elrod.
You don't put, just. Can I have you state your name for the court?
Emily K. Woodville.
Okay, and today we're here, to administer the estate of your mother, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Is it true that she died on or about, April 15th of this year, 2023?
yes, sir.
Okay. At the time of her death, was she a resident of Tyler County?
Yes,
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, she had a will when she died, is that correct?
yes,
Okay. I'm gonna show you a copy of the will that we submitted.
yes,
Do you recognize that to be, her last will and testament?
yes,
Okay, and I'll also ask if you recognize her signature.
yes.
Okay. Are you aware, if she ever created a different will after this?
No,
You're not aware of any amendments or anything to this will?
no,
Are you also not aware that she ever revoked this will or said, that's not my will?
I'm not aware.
Okay, all right. Now, she was married at the time of her death, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And no children were born or adopted to her after the creation of this will?
no,
Okay. Now, you were named as, or you have filed to be, the executor of this will, correct?
yes,
Okay. The will doesn't name an executor, but, your family, or actually, you are designated,
Yes,
I'm sorry,
yes.
you are designated as the executor of the will.
yes,
And to your knowledge, is there any reason why you would be unqualified to serve in that role?
no,
Okay. No court has ever found you to be mentally incompetent.
no,
Never been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude.
no,
Okay. So, but there is a need today to administer the estate of your mother.
yes,
Okay. In the will, there's no charity or government organization that's listed as a beneficiary, is there?
no, there's not.
Okay. So you're asking the court to admit the will and issue letters of testimony to you so you can deal on behalf of the estate.
Yes,
Okay. That's all I have at this witness.
You may be excused. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, your next witness.
All right. I'll call Mr. Robert Wood. Mr. Wood, can I just have you state your name for the board?
Robert Wood.
Okay. And I'm gonna show you the copy of this will here. Do you recognize that to be the copy of, Ms. Sue Wood?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you recognize her signature on
Yes,
that?
I do.
Okay. You're in agreement with your daughter serving as the executor in this case?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I have to do, Mr.
Okay, you may be.
Mr. Wilbur. Report on it.
Yeah, no, he can sit down right there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, now, do you recall, observing Miss Sue Wood sign her will? Okay, and I'll ask you, do you recognize your signature on this document? Okay, so it's your testimony today that you were present and observed her sign this will? Okay. Nothing further this witness. Your Honor.
Okay, your next witness.
All right, Marilyn, were you also present when this will was signed?
Yes.
Okay, and you recognize your signature on this document? Okay, so you were present when Ms. Marilyn signed her will?
Ms. M?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I have this witness, Your Honor.
Okay,
And I believe that's all we have.
all right. Well, we will accept today that Miss Emily Woodbell would be the executor over the estate. And the court moves to move forward today in ordering this will into probate and authorizing letters of testimony. How many letters would you need today?
So do you know how many institutions or otherwise you might have to deal with? With one. Okay. Normally I say get five, I may not need them. But you can always get one.
There's no good, it's just three coming to first. So far. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Five, please.
Okay, once I get the proof and oath, I'll release those. Thank you.
Mr. Wood, on behalf of the county, and we just want you to know we're praying for you and your family, and Emily, you as well. So, yeah, well, well, I can tell you, just knowing y'all have always been great people here at our county, and we thank you. God bless you. I'll come down here and shake
There.
Thank you.
Yes.
I can sign their signature. But if you have it, well, no, I can sign as the deputy clerk, and then once I have that, as soon as I go over there, I can linger.
What I'll testify, we have y'all are witnesses to the will.
Emily, if there's anything we can do, y'all let us know, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, couple for you then.
That's all right, you still barbecuing?
If you're as the executive, um. This one is, basically what you just. That's what.
Yes. And this, and then the way you get all the fees, but as soon as this is over with, around 11 o'clock, you want to come to the county clerk's office, I can go ahead and prepare these and get these to you. I'll do that. I'll come this afternoon. Thank you, so much. Thank you.
I'm sure we'll be in touch. And that's it.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessed day. Question 9:45 now. Now it's time for our other one. Yeah, yeah.
There's Steve Smith and a Ruby Fowler. Okay, Ruby is a witness.
There's
That's basically what I'm bringing in the hat.
So is all yours ready on there then?
We need to. So we don't see a Jackie. I don't, maybe she's appearing with one of them. I can admit.
Yeah, go ahead and admit it. We'll see.
See you on the Zoom. Okay, all right, bye.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. All right, we got two people here, so.
Hi.
What is y'all's names?
I'm
Miss-
Ruby Witt.
I'm Jackie Riley.
Hang on, can y'all see us?
No. I just see your name.
Let me see. Okay, now? I don't know why.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It said the host said that
We could do just like this right here.
Okay, there we are. There we are.
Hey.
All right,
There
we
we
have
are.
everybody there?
Okay, so, all right, I see. Miss Smith, Mr. Knapp's here in the courtroom.
Okay.
Ruby,
Me.
okay, and is there a Jackie as well?
That's me.
All right, I think I've got everybody.
All right, all right. We can move forward. If you would, come over here, sir.
Hi, Ernie.
I'm gonna point it over this way because you can see me from this other one here, so. And I'll scoot over this way. So we can see y'all.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw him.
Well, my name is Milton Powers. I'm the Tyler County Judge. We are sitting in probate matters today in Tyler County. And we call case number PR-10017 in the estate of Ernest Knapp. This is an order to probate will and authorizing letters of testimony. Mr. Elrod, are you ready for court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you're ready for court, all your witnesses, if you would all raise your right hands. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
I do.
Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Elrod, you may move forward with your case.
Thank you, Judge. I think I'll start with you, Ms. Smith. Can I have you state your name for the court?
Missy Elaine Smith.
All right, and we're here to administer the estate of your father, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Ernest Knapp.
Yes.
Okay, not to be confused with Ernest Paul
Correct.
Knapp, right?
Ernest Knapp
Okay.
Senior. Yes.
Okay, all right. So is it correct that Mr. Knapp, did he die on or about September 2nd of this year?
September 1st.
September 1st, I'm sorry. At the time of his death, was he a resident of Tyler County?
Yes.
Okay, and to the best of your knowledge, when your father passed, he had a will, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a copy.
I got one right here.
If it's.
It's up to you. If
Okay.
you want to just
Thank
kind
you,
of
Judge.
go right
All right.
there.
I'm gonna ask you if you recognize this document to be your father's last will and testament.
Yes,
Okay, namely, do you see his signature at the bottom of the document?
yes,
Okay, thank you. Now, is it correct we were unable to find, after a diligent search, the original will?
that's correct.
Okay, but we did have a copy.
Yes,
Okay,
The court will take judicial
Okay.
notice.
thank you. All right. To your knowledge, did your father, did he ever create a different will after this will?
no.
Did he ever revoke this will?
Did he what? I'm sorry?
Did he ever revoke this will or make some statement, that's not my will anymore?
No,
Okay. Did he ever make any amendments that you're aware of to this will?
no,
Okay. Was he married at the time of his death?
no,
Okay. Was he married at any point after this will was created?
no,
Okay. Were any children born or adopted to him after the creation of this will?
no,
Okay. Now, in the will, it names yourself and Mr. Knapp here as co-executors. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay. Is there any reason that you are unqualified to serve as the executor?
no,
Okay. But you are asking to admit this will for probate so that y'all can administer the estate, correct?
yes.
Okay. That's all I have with this witness, Your Honor.
All right, your next witness.
I'll call Mr. Knapp. Can you state your name for the court?
Ernest Paul.
Okay. Now, you were standing here in the courtroom as I asked Ms. Smith a series of questions, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I asked you the same questions, would your answers be substantial?
Same as my sister's.
Okay.
The
All right.
the court takes notice.
All right. Thank you. Is there any reason you'd be unqualified to serve in the role as executor?
No, sir.
Okay. That's all I have with this witness, Your Honor.
Next witness.
All right. I guess we'll start with Ruby.
Okay,
All right. Can I have you state your name for the court?
it's Ruby Ruby Byerly Witt.
Okay. And what was your relationship to Mr. Knapp?
He's my uncle.
Okay. So I guess that means you've known him your whole life.
I have.
Okay. So during that time, did you become familiar with his signature?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you a document and ask if you recognize his signature.
Yes, that's it.
Even get a little closer.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. And you're familiar with his handwriting and his signature?
Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And you're not listed as a beneficiary in this will, correct?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll pass the witness.
All
Miss Jackie?
Yes.
All
I'm his
right.
sister.
All right, sister. So then that means you've had a long relationship with Mr. Knapp as well.
Yes. My
Okay.
brother.
Were you familiar with his handwriting and his signature?
Yes.
Okay. So if I show you the same document,
Yeah. That's his signature.
okay, thank you. And you're not listed as a beneficiary in the will, correct?
No.
Okay. All right, Judge, that's I believe all we have at this time.
Would you show that signature to Mr.?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you recognize that signature as your dad's signature? All right, I just court takes notice of that as well.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
I don't think you have anything else to report.
No, Your Honor.
All right, well, I think the court's heard everything that we need to hear today. And court will recognize Mr. Ernest Paul Knapp and Miss Missy Elaine Smith as co-executors. of this will. And we will order this will to probate today and authorize letters of testimony. How many letters would you need today?
I usually recommend 5 unless you know that you may need more than that. And these are the letters that you would give to anybody that needs one, showing that you're authorized to deal on behalf of the estate.
Yes, sir.
So y'all may know of a bunch of accounts or banks or whatever, but most times I say 5, and if you ever need more, you can get more.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, thank you all very much, and I just want to say for all the family, God bless you, and we'll be praying for y'all. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll be in touch about the next steps.
Okay, so I'm late now and we're done.
Let me see, I have something I need you to sign. I need you to sign something right there.
Do you have anything we need to say?
I mean, he
Yeah.
does.
Okay. That's it.
Those documents here.
And I'm adding the bottom line.
Okay, all right.
We're a little bit ahead, so, yeah.
So maybe you sign this document, it's just you're gonna sign it too. This is just your oath that you're gonna fulfill your duties as the executor. Okay. Used to doing something. And they're just.
So what I will do is I'll make my notation just for his name only.
Okay.
And then if you can duplicate the form,
Okay.
send to her and have some form for her to sign.
Now, I know there is, it looks like there is separate. Anyway, there's maybe.
Yeah, this one. Look at the county clerk department, do look at one different person.
This is basically what I just had filed, it's the basic facts, and so I think. Executive credit. You're welcome.
Cause I've had a signature, I hate to let loose of it and send it off, so. And have her do the duplicate on that one.
That's.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Also,
Somebody can test in it.
All right, and you got everybody here for this one?
I do.
Okay. All right.
I'll talk to you after this.
Right, well, my name is Milton Powers, I'm Tyler County Judge. We call case number PR 10024 in the estate of, is it Arvin Dwayne Isaacs? Okay. All right, we're here today for order and admitting a will to probate as easement of title. All right, Mr. Elrod, are both of these gonna be your witnesses today?
Just Miss Isaac.
Okay. All right, Miss Isaacs, could you stand and raise your right hand for me, please? Would you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, all right. Mr. Elrod, you may move forward.
Okay, is it okay if we witness?
Yes, he can stay seated, that's fine, we're recording.
Besides, we're here to administer the estate or the will of Arvin Isaacs, for the purpose of union of title, is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now what was your relationship, to Mr. Isaacs?
Why?
Okay. And is it true that he died on or about July 31st of this year?
Yes.
Okay. The amount is that, was he a permanent resident of Howard County?
Yes, it was my cousin.
And, to the best of your knowledge, Mr. Isaacs had will when he passed, is that correct? I'm going to show you a copy of that will. Copy of the will that he had admitted to probate. Now, I ask if you recognize this document to be his will. Okay. And you recognize this, you recognize his signature, correct? That you recognize this to be his last will and testament as well? Okay.
Yes.
Are you aware that he ever created another will after this will?
No.
Okay. Did he ever tell you or anybody else that you're aware of that that's not my will, I'm revoking that will? Okay.
I understood that.
Okay. Are you aware that he created any amendments to this will?
No.
Okay. After the creation of this will, did he have any, were any children born or adopted to him after he created this will? Okay. All right. And in his will, no state or government agency is listed as a beneficiary. Now, did Mr. Isaacs have any debts at the time of his death?
No.
Okay, all right. So you're asking for the court to amend this will for the purpose of giving a title today. Right. That's what we have to.
All right. Well, we've heard the testimony today, from Miss Cynthia Isaacs. We will move forward in ordering the admitting the will to probate as unit of title. Is there anything else you ask of the court today?
No, Your Honor, I'll give a couple of documents, for Miss Isaacs,
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Mr. Brad, when it's over, do you need a certified copy of the will and the order in order for her to attend the board business with the certified copy?
Yes, please. Got two documents for you to sign here. This one is basically your oath stating that there was no debts owed by his estate. This next one is basically a summary of the testimony that you just gave to the board today. Okay. Here.
All right.
Yes. after about 11 or anything like 11, I think it goes forward. You might need to serve a copy of the will in order for any kind of pending any kind of business. The building with the big white awning, the JB Best, the old JB Best building, you can come in there and get a copy of the certified copy of the will.
She had said when it came to do this, yeah, so she came to me, I already had that ready over there, so, if y'all can give me a couple minutes, I can go back over there with y'all. Sounds good.
Thank you for your.
See y'all.
Thank y'all very much. God bless y'all. Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Brad, I know you look like that name looked familiar whenever you mentioned it. The one that Sandra had came in and got a copy of the will. Yeah, they were just checking into it because we had a will for safekeeping that was with them.
Mhm.
And they came and picked it up. And then Mr. Gatlin has a will that was dated after that date.
Right.
And so I knew when you looked at that, I know that name.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, she tried to call me, but I'd already talked to these people.
mhm.
I think,
Talk to the children.
yeah,
Probably.
So are they wanting to contest that or something?
No, because they was just thinking that they had the valid will,
they
but
didn't
then
realize
Mr.
there's-
Gatlin had prepared another will.
but they're gonna end up filing claims against the estate.
You know, at one point, he named Barbara Gray and then he took her off and named his kids and then he turned around and put Miss Barbara Gray. They did.
She was listening,
You know, you, yeah, muted.
Interesting.
Sure. All right.
Come up here.
Yeah, she can just come right up here. How are you doing? Good. Mr. Youngman.
You need to set your purse down, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
set it right there. Yeah. It won't be long, so. All right, you ready? All right, well, my name's Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge. We call case number PR-10019 in the estate of Mr. James Emery McNeely. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And you are Miss Barbara Ann Gray, is that correct? All right, Miss Gray, would you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. We are here today for an application for a probate of will and insurance of letters of testimony. Is that correct, Mr. Guy?
That's correct, John.
All right, well, you may proceed with your case today.
Ms. Grady, first of all, let me ask you, have I just gone over with you this proof of death and other facts?
Yes.
And you stated under oath to the court that everything contained in this is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna get you to sign right there.
He'll come around.
You want me to sign as my deputy? Fine. Hand it to me, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, as you stated, your name is Barbara Ann Gray. And Ms. Gray, is your mailing address P.O. Box 63 in Warren? Mr. James Emery McNeely, the decedent in this case, died on August 17, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas.
Yes.
At that time of his death, was he 74 years of age? Was he a resident of Tyler County at the time of his death?
Yes.
Been so for about a year?
Yes.
We have stated that he owns property. We generally describe it as personal property, cash, equipment, personal effects of a value in excess of $5,000. Is that correct? The document that is dated March 19, 2017, I'm going to show you a copy. It says, as far as you know, I believe, for his last will and testament.
Yes, sir.
And you recognize that as being his signature. There were no child or children either born to him or adopted by him after the date of that will.
Yes.
And from a marital history standpoint, he was never divorced, was he?
No, that's why I passed away.
He was married, but his wife passed away.
Yes.
And is there a necessity for the administration of this state so that property can pass according to the terms of the will?
Yes.
You are named in the will to serve as the independent executives, and you are not disqualified in any way from serving in that capacity, are you?
Yes.
And I will tell you, just to be specific, the way one becomes disqualified is if they have been convicted of a felony, or if he did anything to bring about his death. And my mother used to tell me growing up, I was going to be the death of her, but that doesn't happen here.
All right.
Okay. And there is no state or governmental agency of the state or a charitable organization named as a beneficiary. It's you and some other members of the
Grandchildren.
grandchildren. Judge, that's all we have.
Okay. Do you have an order for me today? Oh, well, we will, by reviewing this will and looking at the will here, and granted that this is Mr. James Emery McNeely's signature. And do you recognize this signature?
Yes.
Okay, this one, is this the one right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or were you kin to Mr. McNeely in any way, or just
No, we were,
neighbors?
we were fiancé.
Fiance, okay, all right. Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Well, we don't have no other questions at this time.
I have the original and one copy.
Okay.
And while you're signing, Judge, would you like me to have Ms. Gray go ahead and sign the oath?
Yes, please, if you would.
And Ms. Gray, this document is the oath. It says, I do solemnly swear that the writings which have been offered for probate are the last will and testament of James Emery McNeely, so far as you know and believe, and that you will well and truly perform all the duties of the independent executives of the estate. Can you state that?
Yes, sir.
Well, is this court's order today to admit this will to probate and authorize letters of testimony and make Miss Barbara Ann Gray the applicant to be the executor of this estate? Correct?
I did leave the statement and.
Thank you.
This letters do you need today?
I'd say 5, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good.
And then I'll bill your office for it, or do you want her to come over and pay the $10?
I can either pay that or y'all can be able to check.
Would, if you wanna go ahead and pay it, I'll submit you a receipt and mail it to you, or you can.
Thank you, Ms. Gray.
Thank you.
God bless you. You are
And then I'll just make you receipt.
Brenda's sister. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought you were. Yes.
I just.
Yes,
reserved
ma'am.
you by the
I-
side, so-
I knew when you come in, I said, I know her. Brenda. This is Brenda Smith. From Brenda and Joe. Yeah, this is her, Brenda's sister. Yeah. All right.
Let's see, may I get a file stamped copy of the original?
Yes, I did. I'll walk across the auditor to make a copy of all this for you, all the signed ones, the order and all that. So let me go ahead and get all 3 of these, and I will make all 3 copies, the oath, the proof, and all with our file stamp on it.
I'm just gonna sit outside.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Judge. Good to
Yes,
see
sir.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Anything we can ever do for you, let us know.
I will do it.
Thank you, sir. You bet.
How you doing? Doing good. How about you?
You sit here over
Yeah, you sit right there.
Oh, he's. I can hear him, but I can't see him
Be on the same
yet.
Okay.
Mr. Reisinger, can you hear me?
Let's see. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there you come. I see you coming up now. All right.
Yeah, we're trying to get everything situated here.
All right.
All right, we're ready, Judge.
All right. My name is Milton Powers. I am the Tyler County Judge. We are sitting in probate court today for Tyler County. We call case number PR-10023 in the estate of Sandra Beth Hurst. This is an order of probating the will and authorizing letters of testament. Do you have Mr. George Eugene Hurst with you today?
I do, Your Honor. This is him sitting right beside me.
Okay, is he the only one that's going to be a witness today?
He is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. George, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Mr. Reisinger, you may move forward with your case today.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Hurst, will you state your name for the court, please?
George Eugene Hurst.
And you're here today on the estate of Sandra Beth Hurst. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what relationship was Miss Hurst to you?
My wife.
Okay. And your social security, last three social security digits of yours is 955, and the last three of your driver's license is 787. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Miss Hurst passed away on September 23rd of 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that was in MD Anderson and Harris County, Texas, at the age of 62 years. Is that correct?
Correct.
And her domicile or her residence was in Woodville, Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that's why this court has jurisdiction, because y'all are residents of here in Tyler County. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And she owned property in excess of $5,000. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that's necessitated the need for administration of her estate. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. And she left a will dated December 12th of 2014. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm going to show you what we filed as the last will and testament of Sandra Beth Hurst. And do you recognize that to be her signature?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to show that this was the signature that we showed on page 5 of 7.
The court will take judicial notice of the signature.
Thank you, Judge. And then also same on the next page of 6 of 7. That is her signature. Is that correct? And at the time when she signed this will, she was over 18 years of age and of sound mind. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now we just asked the court to take judicial notice of the whole will and the last will and testament of Sandra Beth Hurst.
The court will take judicial notice of it.
At the time when she signed this will, she didn't have any children born or adopted after the date of that will. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And she didn't have any changes or codicils made after the date of this will. Is that correct?
Correct.
And she didn't ever revoke this will, ever say, tear that thing up. I don't want this anymore. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that will ask you to serve as the executrix. Is that correct?
Correct.
And also ask you to serve, without bond. Is that correct?
Correct.
And this isn't a taxable estate, meaning it's not large enough. Is that correct?
Correct.
And also, you're not disqualified from serving as the executrix, meaning you don't have any felony convictions. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Or convictions of any moral turpitude. Is that correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And this Ms. Hurst didn't leave anything to state, a government agency, or charitable organization. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're here today asking the court to admit this will into probate and grant you letters of testamentary and appoint you as executrix. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's all I have. All the questions I have for this witness.
Yeah. Well, the will of Miss Sandra Beth Hurst will be admitted into probate today. And the court will order today that Mr. George Eugene Hurst will be the executor of the estate. And we will move forward. And how many letters of testimony would you need today?
We need 3 at this time, Your Honor.
3, okay. On behalf of Tyler County, Mr. George, we just want you to know that we're praying for you and God bless you.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. You have any other questions for the court?
I do not, Your Honor. I was just gonna say, the next one we have, I'll be ready at any time, but I think she's, online today.
Okay, so you're just gonna have one person that'll be coming online?
That's correct. It should
Do
be.
you know the name?
Shannon Lee Dean should be, Your Honor.
Shannon Lee Dean. There's nobody in the waiting room right now, so you may, if you want to mute yours or whatever. And then.
Yeah, I'll mute right quick, Judge, and we'll call her, make sure she's online, and then I'll be right back.
All right, thank you very much.
Your Honor, we just got in touch with him, and he should be coming along online any second.
All right, we will be looking for him. All right, he's coming in now. But don't forget now, we have court Saturday morning at 8 o'clock.
Well, I'll be there. I might be a little late, Judge. I might be about 4 hours late, but I might
4
be.
hours late, okay.
Yeah, we're heading out in the morning.
Are you?
Yeah, and the bad thing is I've got cell cameras and I haven't had a deer on my cameras in 2 days.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're running everything off right now. So
Good night. All right, there we go. Mr. Dean, can you hear us?
he's muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Okay. He may be trying to call your office or something, Mike. And you think I can call him and see if he can maybe unmute himself or something?
Yeah, I will.
I think
Yeah.
He's on here, but he's muted, so we need to get in touch with him again right quick. And if worst case scenario, I can ask him through the phone and at least see him, but
Well, if nothing else, I can get him to call my cell phone. I can get him to call my cell phone and then.
we can have him call the office phone.
Okay.
And I can put it on there if you can hear it because I got it pretty loud.
Yeah, that way we can see and hear. And we don't care about the delay or anything like that. I don't care about it. Just
he said we text him. He's working on it right now. He's trying to fix it.
Let me see, like roll over yours so I can see the
Roll
working.
over.
Yeah, just move it. Okay. Should tell him.
Should be on the bottom, Shannon.
Far left.
Yeah, he just muted it. Now you unmuted it, and it's still not working.
No, his microphone's not working.
Your microphone's not working, Shannon.
Tell him I'm calling on
Hey,
his
we're
cell
gonna.
phone.
If you can hear me, stick up your thumb. Okay, so we're calling you right now, and we're gonna let you stay on the video.
All right, I can hear you.
That's not very loud. Can we call him on the speakerphone?
Okay, Mr. Dean, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Dean, I just want to test it out. Tell the court your name so we can hear you.
Yes, my name is Shannon Dean.
Okay.
Can you hear him fine, Judge?
Yes, I can hear him fine. Mr. Dean, can you hear me fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Will you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, my name is Milton Powers. I'm the Tyler County Judge. We call case number PR-10025 in the estate of Gary Arnold Dean. You've already been sworn in, so Mr. Reisinger, you may move forward with your case.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Shannon Dean, will you state your name for the court, please?
Shannon Dean.
And where do you live?
I live in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Okay. And the last 3 digits of your social security number is 411, and the last 3 digits of your driver's license number is 764. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're here today on the estate of Gary Arnold Dean. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Dean, Gary Arnold Dean passed away on September 23rd, 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
He passed away at St. Elizabeth Hospital in Beaumont, Texas at the age of 71. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And he was his domicile, however, is in Woodville, Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what's your relationship with Mr. Gary Arnold Dean?
I was his son.
Okay. And the court has jurisdiction over this case because he did reside here in Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he owned property in excess of $5,000, which necessitates us doing administration of his estate. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he left a valid will dated February 11th of 2013. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you what's filed in our court as the last will and testament of Gary Arnold Dean. And this is just a copy of what we filed here. With his initials there, the bottom of the page. And I'm going to show you on page 5 his signature. And can you tell the court or not if you can recognize that to be his signature?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to show you on page 6 of 7. No, I'm sorry, page 7 of 7. Another signature, and can you tell this that is his signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he was, and the time when he signed this, meaning it was February 11th, 2013, he was over 18 and of sound mind to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we'd ask the court to take judicial notice of the last will and testament on file that we've previously filed.
We will take judicial notice of the will and the signature of the will.
Thank you, Judge. And then at the time when he signed this will in 2013, he hadn't had any children born or adopted him after the date of that will. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And also at the time or after the time of this will, February 11th, 2013, he has not signed or executed or had a new will done after that date. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And there's no other changes or codicils to this will to the best of your knowledge. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And the will asks you to serve as the executor of the will. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you don't have any felony convictions or convictions of moral turpitude. Is that correct?
That's correct. I do not.
And basically, you're asking the court to appoint you as executor to serve without bond. And this is not a taxable estate. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the will didn't leave anything to any state or government agency. Is that correct? That everything was left to you or your sister. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Just myself.
Or yourself. Okay. And you're asking the court to admit this will into probate and to appoint you as executor to serve without bond and grant you letters of testimony. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, that's all I have at this time.
Okay. Well, the court today, hearing the testimony and looking at the will, we will accept this will into probate today and for the insurance of letters of testimony and accept that Mr. Gary Arnold Dean be the executor of the estate. How many letters of testimony do you need at this time?
Your Honor, we'll start out with 3, and if Mr. Dean needs some more, we'll go down that route as well.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
Once I get the proof and the oath in the office, I'll release the 3 letters.
Okay. Do you have any questions for the court today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Mr. Reisinger, do you have anything else?
I don't. I was just want to tell Mr. Dean that we'll be emailing you some paperwork that you need to sign and send back so we can get the letters of testimony released.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Judge. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Arnold. God bless you. All All right, thank y'all. All right, court is adjourned.